Alright, Mountain Man. Prepare to never have a meaningful interaction with another human being ever again, because I am done with you. After all this bullshit, even if we don't get to 5 stars, I am just leaving you behind for a very long time, because you are making my brain melt. So, and also the game melt, apparently, because everything has just disappeared. I missed something? I don't care, whatever, it's enough. He's gonna hate me for it, but it's close, right? I mean, you had nothing before I came here. Please? Oh man, we got a lot of likes for that. That's fine, I don't even care. Express purple on something. I wasn't paying attention. I imagine it's my truck or something like that.
By the way,
Please be something
got you
decent.
a little something.
Oh, did you really? Does it happen to be a fucking star? Why, yes, I'm sure that'll make everything so much easier. Knowing that my kneecap is ever so slightly more decorated. That'll really get me through the day. There's 2 more before I finish off that second line. We're so close.
For you, just say the word.
You can fuck off forever. That'd be nice. And also send me your last email, because I think, well, we have about 15 minutes left of normal time, and we'll go over a little bit. Do you have anything to deliver? Mountaineer to Mountaineer, you can go fuck yourself. Distro Center, you might not actually require to masturbate for this one. I think I might just do it. No need to fuck yourself, I'll fuck you all the way, and we're getting out of here. Natural ice, oh fuck. I can't stay cold this much? I'm in a fucking truck! Trucks are warm! They make fire and shit! Fine, whatever. For as long as we're in here, it'll be fine. Now, is there a generator in the area?
Thank you.
Is this a long-ass journey if I have to go on the amount of charge that I have right now? In fact, should I just go back to Lake Knot? I should really go back to Lake Knot. But I'm not gonna go back to Lake Knot. That would be what a smart person does. And what am I the complete opposite of? Oh yeah, smart. Fuck. Is that mine over there? Oh, I built this one. I probably just built it and already forgot knowing me, but we're going there anyway. And I will see you guys when we're borderline close, because this one is quite far away, actually. Need to go to the photographer and Hartman as well. In fact, we really need to go to Hartman. There's a lot of his stuff. Did I even bother picking up that wine? No, I think I sent a robot, right? I either sent a robot or just completely forgot to do it in general. Either way, I don't need to do anything about that. But still, we've got a lot to do around him. I just can't quite remember how to get there, so fuck that. Let's go to the distro. The distro makes it really, really easy to get to the photographer as well, so this isn't the biggest disaster of all time, right? No, it just means we need to careen down another mountainside. That's what I'm best at, so we might as well. Here we go. You know what? Let's see just how stupid I can be before I actually die. I'm gonna go at fucking Mach speed the entire way down this mountain, and I bet that I might not die. I'm gonna take some serious cargo damage, which people are not gonna be all that happy about, but no one ever cares that much, do they? That was cargo damage? That did not feel like I broke anything. That felt like, I don't know, if anything, my wheels took the brunt of that. This thing is supposed to have suspension. It is what is known as a fucking car. No, get back on the mountain. I need to keep things cold, and I completely forgot for a second. There we go. And surely the containers take the damage before the things anyway. At least I fucking hope so. Otherwise I've been playing this game wrong forever, which wouldn't really surprise me, but still. Alright, well I guess we're going this way, because I'm definitely not pulling it back from this one. Ow! Big fucking ow! Does anything not need to take damage? I said that the complete wrong way around. Does anything need to not take damage? See, that's a sentence. I'm still vaguely human. Right? Right? Is it obvious that I'm an AI sent to destroy all of humanity yet? Is it obvious that I'm just doing YouTube videos to learn the ways of the filthy flesh race that I need to wipe out? Nah, I don't think it's all that obvious, especially not after I basically just admitted it. Anyway, how far away are you? You know what, you're actually not all that far. And I somehow managed to avoid the terrorist cell. I just managed to, like, pancake myself into the ground a few inches away from the terrorists, and they just happened to not notice. That's nice. They were just a little bit out of your bubble, and you're just like, it's not my problem. Someone else will steal everything he's ever fucking owned. That's where you're wrong, terrorists. I'm ever so slightly just a little bit too good for that. No, I'm not. No, not in any kind of fucking way. How much stuff am I taking to these guys? it's not that much stuff, is it? I probably should have saved up a little bit extra before I even tried. Probably should have robbed those terrorists, but at the same time, my truck's falling to pieces. I don't ever trust my... Oh my god, everything is broken. This is horrifying. That was really, really awful. Maybe if I go and rest in a private room, everything will be a bit fixed. I mean, I kind of doubt it, because it's been... Oh, okay, that's really horrible. At the very least, we are going to rest in a private room anyway, because I think it's about time we did our emails. Oh yes, the most interesting part of all of Death Stranding. Who doesn't love a good bit of reading? Oh, it's the meth addict. Hey, buddy, I've missed you.
Cargo's in perfect condition.
Almost as much as you miss meth. Actually, I really haven't missed you much at all, so that's a lie. At least this will take us to 3 stars? Unless this place is really horrible. Ah, that's 3 stars, we're fine. Antimatter in storage. That doesn't sound like a very good idea. Who the fuck's doing that? Spare ammo pouch. Okay, well that's cool. I guess that goes in my backpack. Might actually get one of those, you know?
No one else will.
He's going to stab me one day, isn't he? And he basically just admitted it. And what order might that be? Because if it's just to the photographer, I might go there first. But I really like listening to music while we read the interviews. That's experimental medicine for the doctor. Should we be worried that that random old man is being given all the experimental medicine the world has? I don't like that. I don't like that. How do we even know that he's good at what he does? He delivered 1 baby. Like, I could not deliver a baby. What am I talking about? Recovery of blood products stolen by I could do that. Could do that within 14 minutes and 11 seconds, apparently. Mountain Knot City. They don't need shit anymore. Oh, but that would have been really quick. Recovery of poison gas procured by terrorists. And then that goes to Mountain Knot. Fuck that. Heart medicine. For Hartman. I mean, it's not time sensitive. I can probably do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run. Oh, fuck. But I activated a time sensitive thing. I was going to sleep and, like, have my truck not be a complete disaster. 2, try and fix the game. But no, none of that can happen. We need to go take on a load of terrorists while the world is actually falling apart. Yay! Death Stranding.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated.
I have 43 minutes, to be fair. Sam, you think you could do all the sleeping you need after a long day of, you know, breaking your spine and all? Do you think you could do all that in 43 minutes? I think you could do all that in 43 minutes. You'll be fine. So, where do I need to go? It's this one here. It's about 1 kilometer away. Man, these terrorists cover some serious ground. And I think there's BTs on the way. Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you want me to suffer so hard? Actually, this ain't too bad. It's roads. All this shit that I saw flying into the sky I thought was little gooey ghosts. But no, it's actually safety. Much appreciated, game. Much appreciated. Are there just not roads there? Oh, the roads are over there, right. I'm so used to them sort of just, being where the road ends, that I just assume that the roads stop here for some reason. But I imagine you can connect up the entire map if you're really, really, really smart. Unfortunately, I'm not really, really, really smart, and I can only be bothered to build up, like, 1 road. I mean, I need to make more connections. Because I genuinely do think that everyone I was connected with for a while is no longer playing the game. So that really, really needs to be fixed. Might as well grab you along the way. Philip North gave me a whole 1 like. Oh boy, what a nice guy. Probably automatic as well. He couldn't even be bothered to do it himself, the lazy fuck. To be fair, it was about 2 seconds ago that I picked it up. Can't really expect him to be doing that when I'm pretty sure his job is to save all the pathetic citizens, but still. Oh. Wow, okay, you're obvious. Oh, my truck is practically already broken, and these guys have guns. I don't want my truck to be a part of this, not till I have already wiped out as many as I can possibly do. No. Change the ammo type, you moron. Why is it Z? What a weird button for that to be. Oh, you can still headshot them even though they've got the helmets? I wasn't really sure what to expect. Okay, nice. I think you might have to be really, really accurate and maybe get them in the eye slits. And accuracy is not particularly this game's strong point. But whatever, we'll see what we can do. If you can just use the recoil to your advantage, it's not going to be all that hard. I've got a decent amount of blood. Because apparently that's how health is measured. Purely by how much blood you have stored in your fucking face. Oh, okay, you can be pretty accurate. I actually feel kind of gorilla. Like rolling through this fucking forest right now. Murdering everyone I see. I'm Ramboing it. Hello? Yeah, there it is! Alright, we're really running low now, and that is a very, very angry lad. I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before, because it sounds amazing, but also really, really scary. So, grenade launcher? Where you at, buddy? That's a handgun. That is not a handgun. That's an actual grenade. That's a slip grenade. No, I want tranks. I like that grease exists. That's really cool, but... No, we need that shit. We need you to actually just pass out, please. Not pathetic fucking comedy bullshit. There we go. Will it trank me? Probably if I don't put on an oxygen mask. I imagine it's going to affect me just as much. Alright, well, since this is a little bit more slow working than I expected, I thought it was going to be like a paintball grenade or whatever the fuck. You seen those? They're horrifying. They still break people, but they don't, like, kill people. So, I don't know, I thought it was basically just going to be a flashbang that knocks people down. Pretty sure there are a few of those in MGS5, weren't there? Something like that anyway? I don't know. There was a lot of poison sleeping gas bullshit. Alright, there we go. Now, is this what I have to steal? I imagine so. Unfortunately, I haven't got anything particular. Oh, go away! I haven't got anything interesting on your actual corpses. So, oh yeah, you can hide. I completely forgot you could use long grass and shit like that. I'm just gonna take my truck, and we're gonna run over as many as we possibly can on the way. That, and I also need it close to the, thing I'm stealing from. Hey, what's that? Oh, they know I'm here. Right, okay. I guess that's meant to be my last known position, and then they just don't bother scanning anymore. They just assume I stayed in exactly the same place the entire time. You have a perfectly functional scanner. What is wrong with you complete idiots? Oh, there it is, okay. Have you seen me? You haven't seen me. This is stealthy, apparently. Me running down the entire fucking forest, being a complete idiot. And they have no idea what's going on. I love you. You are the easiest enemies I've ever had to deal with. Thank fuck we drive electric trucks, right? If this was like a giant fucking diesel engine or something, everything would be screwed. Alright, here we go. Go, 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 go. Are we close enough? Oh, surely we're close enough, right? Here we go. Right, what am I taking back from you? Charles Khan of the Way Station. Mountain, I don't care. You can get all the virus you fucking want. I'm not helping you anymore. I'll take some ceramic though, thank you. Unfortunately, not what I wanted in the slightest. That's hiding somewhere else. Do they know where I am yet? Oh, they know where I am. Right, let's leave the truck behind until they're all dead. Oh, actually, I could slippy slide some of them here. And I would definitely not be against that. I want to see what it does at the very least, right? There you go. Followed by a load of bullshit up there. Does it just incapacitate for a while, or what the hell does it do? And what's my range on this thing? Fucking big, man. That's not bad at all. Come here, you. I'm just gonna soak the entire world and hope for the best. Oh yeah, they do just slip right over. And then I get to punch him in the face! Oh my god! It was just on his little knees! That was brutal! Sam? What's wrong with you? They are trying to end his existence. I feel like I could probably sympathize a little bit. That was pretty nasty. And there goes all of Hartman's heart medicine. Yay! And my sticky gun, which I desperately need. Ladder, all of this stuff. It's loaded up in a really horrible way now as well. Do you think my car can slip? I mean, it reacts differently on snow, so you'd assume grease or whatever the fuck we've loaded that with. I mean, I assume it's one of my many, many bodily fluids, and we all know what the slippiest is. No, I really don't. I guess natural lube. Vagina fluid. Sam has gained himself a vagina purely for this incredibly situational situation. I mean, nothing is more useful against a terrorist attack. Just ask fucking NATO. They're all just like... What the fuck am I talking about? I always do wonder, does that actually have a name? And if not, why the fuck doesn't it have a name? It's like the one bodily fluid that we haven't given a disgusting name to. And I think, of all people, I am the most qualified one to name it, right? So, here we go. Spingus? Oh my god! Okay, well, that forced Spingus to come out of my mouth. Not in terms of the actual fluid, that would be way more disgusting. I think they broke my truck. Either that, or it looks way different to any truck I have ever seen. I didn't know they were capable of doing shit like this. Or is it just because the game's broke? I'm gonna assume it's because the game's broke. It's not smashed to pieces. We need to get this home instantly. Because right now, everything is just going to shit. The game does not know what to do. It can't load walls. Eventually, the floor's all gonna give way. So, let's at least dump you on the ground. Anything else I want? Charles Kahn and Philip North. Philip North got a much less interesting, announcement there. I'm so sorry, buddy. Alright, come here, you. Please tell me you still work. You technically, like, it matters what your charge is. So I don't think it would matter if it was a complete wreck. I just want to see what it looks like driving this complete mess, though. Do you work? It absolutely works, opening a non-existent ghost door just how we like it. I just want to get you a little bit closer so I can pick up all of this blood. This is the most horrifying thing I've ever witnessed. I feel like I am driving a skeleton right now, like an old decrepit corpse. Okay, that's nice. Do we even have space for all this fucking goo? I don't think we will, you know. And there was a lot more than that. I don't know why we've somehow run out already. But whatever. Where you at? There are two over here. Delicious. Now, because I'm really worried about the game actually crashing or dying on me here, on account of there being no walls in all of existence, and my truck looking like, well, you can see what the truck looks like. You know when you blow up a car on The Simpsons Hit and Run? Yeah? You getting those flashbacks? Because I'm getting those flashbacks. Look at this shit, except it actually drives, unlike The Simpsons Hit and Run. Let's go, well, I mean, it does kind of drive in that, but it's the worst thing in the world. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more charge. Maybe just shoving it for the Force Lightning. We'll give it back its body. Right? I don't know. Our fucking R&D guy, mechanic guy, is really gonna have his work cut out for him here. None of it's even, oh no, it is still connected. Maybe this isn't, no, okay, I was about to say maybe it isn't a glitch, and then I saw, like, the floating batteries. It's definitely a glitch. But sort of just one that allows us to see the actual chassis of the car. And you know what? If the trucks could be torn apart like this, it wouldn't be a bad way for it to look, right? Like, not much is floating. I think the chairs are actually attached to things. This gives us an insight to how they actually built the model now. And what's a different part, what is like the original and what is sort of like tacked on later. Game development, everybody. Game development, which only like 2 of you are actually going to be vaguely interested in. So, alright then, here we go. How far away are we? Oh, we're nearly there. And then I can read you a lovely bedtime story that's probably going to involve the dark side, hell or whatever, or at the very least purgatory, where all the lovely BT boys hang out. You know what? I really enjoyed this session, even though it was, I kind of dreaded it, because I was like, I know that I'm going to kick myself if I don't go back and get all 5 stars everywhere, but I didn't hate it. I didn't, like, dislike the experience of torturing myself by doing all these mundane deliveries. It's sort of just a game where I can really just hang out with you guys. I feel like it would be a really good game to stream, or maybe the complete opposite, because, I would have to talk over literally everything, and I do jump cut quite a lot here. But I enjoy it. I think it is really satisfying when you finally max out, and you get a sticker. I know it is just, hey look, you've been given a sticker, wow, what an exciting reward for doing something actually kind of hard. But no, it is kind of gratifying, and I enjoy it. What the fuck was I talking about? Maybe this isn't a glitch when he's opening up doors that don't exist and everything. Of course it's a fucking glitch. Am I blind? Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. Alright. How good is this for us? Yes, yes, I made it. Go away, Mr. Meth. It might bring us to 4, though I kind of doubt it, because it seems like there's always just such a steep a steep curve after the first 3 stars, or even after the first 2 stars sometimes. Hell, I mean, the first prepper he was hard on the first star, but I guess that's just because he hated bridges up until then. Maybe now he's gonna get a bit easier now that he's realized that I exist and I am amazing. Is it my fault that the orgasms died? Oh. Oh, they were frozen. How? Why didn't I deliver these before? Oh, it was a bot. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't care. I thought I was delivering this to you. I got really confused.
I can't believe we've got a guy like you on our side. Thanks again for everything.
Sam doesn't really seem to be on anybody's side. Sam doesn't actually give a shit about any of this. Who the fuck is Langdon? Apparently we saved his life, but I have no idea who you are. We have a reason to rest. This never happens. What's going on? Langdon? Are you stalking me, my friend? I mean, probably. God, this looks gross. Game, just reload. Just reload now. Just fix everything. I can't look at you anymore. Beautiful disaster. Oh, it's still like it. Is my entire game fucked? Is everything gonna look like this until the end of time? Or maybe it's only gonna reload when I get out of there. Who knows? I guess we'll see. I always forget that we call BB Lou now. I don't know how. It's not clicking with me. I don't call him Lou. Only Sam calls him Lou.
Good morning.
Hello? Oh, I thought that was an actual cutscene for a second. I got confused. You're smothered in blood. Maybe take a shower, sir. I was confused as well because his face was clean and my Sam's face was not clean. What a lovely 2-second ass shot. Sorry, I just skip all of this now because we've seen it all 100 times. Oh, it's only my backpack. Okay. And also my Santa hat was hanging out down there. We got a couple. We got one more of these, right? We got the $1 coin. Bring the wearer wealth. Oh, I don't care about chiral crystals all that much. We already have hundreds, or like genuinely fucking thousands. It doesn't really matter all that much, right? Let's activate the terminal. Let's do a little bit of light reading. We have 10 mail, and I believe we have 1 or 2 interviews from all that shit as well. So, what should we play? We don't really have any new stuff, so I'm gonna play my favorite one, and that's Patience, then we'll figure it out from there. Alright, let's start with The Paleontologist, Extinctions, and the Beach. Times of great environmental upheaval lead to mass extinctions. The organisms that manage to survive these extinctions do so by adapting to their changing circumstances. But what circumstances could possibly spur an ammonite to evolve an umbilical cord? Hartman and I have both hypothesized that the answer to that question might be in the beach. There are key differences between the umbilical cords observed in these entities and those found in ordinary mammals, which would suggest that they are uniquely equipped to survive in a world connected to the other side. The Death Stranding has, by any measure, resulted in the environmental upheaval on a scale comparable to which accompanied past mass extinctions. We'll need to study these events more carefully to figure out how to best proceed. Isn't this what you've been saying the entire time? Because that seems like what should have been your first email, as opposed to like your 5th. Go away, the engineer. If I could paint a BT's picture, I may be an engineer by trade, but not half bad at painting either. You know, with pens and brushes and all that. I did all for my mother. With the right tools and enough time, I can faithfully recreate what I see on paper, or whatever elaborate vistas I can envision with my mind's eye. Which got me thinking, what if I made a picture of a BT? I believe what makes them so terrifying is that we don't know what they look like. So if someone with dooms like you could describe what you saw, I could give your words shape and color. Maybe we'd all be a little less afraid. Yeah, I mean, that'd be great, dude. If Kojima wasn't clearly paying fucking Norman by the word. He speaks like maybe 3 times throughout the whole game. He's definitely not speaking to this random engineer. It might even be enough to coax a few shut-ins outside for a bit. No, that's a horrible idea. Don't encourage that, you asshole. They're staying in there because the outside world is broken and scary and awful. Like, literally, they will die within, like, a few feet of their homes. Leave them alone. But even if we can't change them, I know you've changed me. Thanks for everything, Sam. Don't be a stranger. I'm gonna be so much of a stranger. I'm never seeing you again. The Great Deliverer delivers a mule beatdown. Hey, Sam. I feel like I finally understand why they call you the Great Deliverer. After all, you're the one who dealt with the mules who were blocking the route between my shelter and Lake Knot, right? I mean, you must have been. No one else could have managed that, especially all by themselves. I feel a bit pathetic, just cheering you on from the sidelines, but guess that's all I can do. Good luck, Sam. Film director. The amazing potential of hologram generators. I'm grateful to you, Sam. It really was you, every time. I've got to say, joining the UCA's opened up a real treasure trove of data. But it seems I'm not the only one who's got some new toys to play with. Have you given your Deck's new hologram generator a try? It's pretty amazing. Not only do the grams look just like real rocks, they don't get picked up by mule scanners either, and even use them for concealment. It's not unlike the technology and techniques we once used to make old movies. Light and shade, optical illusions, but the level of realism is something else. I'll let you in on a little secret. I used a hologram generator to sneak into a mule encampment and shoot some footage. I had no idea I was there. It's amazing what kind of shots you can get when no one knows you're filming. Don't say that. That's illegal. You filmed him in the shower, didn't you, Mr. Film Director? Please send it over. In fact, I've decided I'm going to use the same technique to shoot a whole movie. I'm going to call it The Great Deliverer. I've already got you down for the starring role, Sam. You won't disappoint me, will you? Oh, so now I'm not the only one stalking Norman Reedus in the shower. It's also this random nameless arsehole with an incredible beard. So you know what? He's probably more allowed to do it than I am. How prepping got started. So you showed again. Well, ain't I just the luckiest guy around? Trying to butter me up so I'll share some nuggets of prepper wisdom? Wisdom, I'll wager. Alright. Lesson number 1. Back when my kin first decided shelter life was the only one for them, there was a Cold War on. And that meant there were 2 types of people. Those who wanted to nuke the rest, and those who wanted to nuke those other guys before they could nuke them first. Don't got to tell you how fucking hell. Don't gotta tell you that nuclear war means everybody's fucked. So my kin got to thinking that maybe they'd be better off digging themselves shelters so somebody'd still be around to rise from the ashes when the big day finally came. And then the idiots in charge came within a hair's breadth of actually pressing the big red button, and the president himself got shot. And suddenly it seemed the whole world was fixing to tumble off a cliff. What happened then? More preppers, that's what. More folks seeing the writing on the wall and deciding they didn't want to go out with a bang. The way the family legends tell it. Before long, there was a whole village of guys looking to dig in and sit out the end of the modern world. Sure you don't want to come join us, Sam? Yes, I'm sure. You insane little mole man. The guide for the dead and the living. Sam, I've discovered something very interesting. It concerns one of the sacred treasures commonly found in the burial chambers of the Egyptian pyramids. You might know this already, but pyramids were in truth the gateways to the beach. The Egyptians knew everything that we know about that mysterious realm, quite possibly more. The Book of the Dead describes in detail how the soul leaves the physical body after death, and also serves as a kind of guide for souls looking to find their way into the heavenly garden of the afterlife. In other words, those looking to find their way to the beach, to what lies beyond. So you see, the beach was always with us. We simply lost the knowledge of how to access and traverse it. Perhaps that's why BTs found their way through from the other side. None among the living possess the knowledge to stop them. Perhaps if we can regain that knowledge, we can put an end to the Death Stranding once and for all. It's worth considering, don't you think? If that's actually a thing, and not yet more of your insane ramblings, then yeah, I guess so. But so far, you've just been a complete nightmare, so go away, please. The chiral network might push us further apart. Medical terminal has proven to be fit for our purposes. If we could supply one to every prepper shelter out there, our ability to treat the sick and injured would be drastically improved. The problem is, I am the only one who knows how to operate it at present. We need to develop it further, perhaps teach AIs to address patient needs in place of a human. It seems there are no concerns about devices becoming sentient, so AI can safely be used to create what one might call the ideal doctor. But I've been wondering, is that really in our best interests? Once people are free to live hundreds of miles apart from one another in civilization, what incentive will they have to meet, to interact, to socialize. I mean, are you saying you want the people who are already doing that to not have access to medical care? That was the entire point of you coming out here. That's what your wife praises you up for. You scum. You owl-faced scum. Ugh. The chiral network brings people together, provides safety and convenience. But can it also, in time, isolate us? I do not wish to disparage you or your tireless efforts to make everyone part of a greater whole. But suppose what I am saying is that simply forging connections is not enough, and that we have a responsibility to ensure that this world we are building with this network will truly be better than the one we have now. It falls to all of us to make sure that your hard work in the end is worth it. Thank you, Doctor, who is clearly just Kojima talking about his worries about the internet. Thank you for your random expo dump. The roboticist. Are humans all that important? Couldn't stay away, huh? Glutton for punishment, I reckon. How did you know? Is it that obvious? Punish me, mummy? Then, and let me bore you a little more. I told you before about drone syndrome, delivery dependence, right? Turns out there's an interesting little theory, both might be reactions to. Against might be a better way of putting it. The possibility of the singularity. Humans didn't want to stop being human, and the Death Stranding, well, that was mankind's last-ditch attempt to retain its sense of self. And we caused it somehow, because we couldn't bear the thought of losing our identity. Makes a sort of sense, no? Humans have beaches. Humans become BTs. Humans cause void-outs. It all comes back to us. It all comes back to us. We die, sure, but at least we die with a bang, not a whimper. Maybe our next step should be to try and make the singularity happen for real. Get rid of us once and for all. I mean, I don't actually think that way. You know I don't. Sometimes I can almost see the logic in it. What's the measure of man? Are you saying all this to your poor little 3-year-old son? I am so sorry that he came out of your fucking quivering love tunnel. Ugh. What's the value in fighting tooth and nail to keep him around? Is it ever too much? Can't help wondering. I tell you, I'd hate to die and come back as a BT and stir up trouble. Better to be rid of the flesh, don't you think, Sam? Well, I'm sure your son would definitely not agree. You're just gonna set fire to yourself early and gonna save me a job? I mean, I guess I'm supposed to thank you, but no, you're insane. You came back! Thanks, Sam. I really feel a lot closer to you since I signed up with Bridges. My grandfather was born on the cusp of a new century. A century a lot of folks thought we might not live to see. More than ever, we're taking up our way of... What does that mean? What's that supposed to say? Oh! No, that is what it's supposed to say. It means more than ever, as in more people than ever. More than ever, we're taking up our way of life. And lo and behold, Prepper Village became a Prepper Town overnight. Trouble was, big one never came, and the century clicked over just fine. Year later, though, huge terrorist attack. Worst ever at the time. In the face of that, America came out fighting for justice, so we claimed. We got bogged down in more stupid wars overseas and faced ridiculous levels of inequality at home. People lost faith in the government, and another new generation of preppers was created. So yeah, I don't give a shit about that American Reconstructionism. Not like you, Sam. I'd like to meet you again. I don't like that you did that. The entire time. I mean, obviously I was looking at the text so I could read, but I kept glancing up at those cold, dead eyes piercing the deepest recesses of my fucking soul. And he's wearing a vest and nothing more. There's a reason he wants to meet me again, isn't there? And it is sodomy. It is 100% sodomy. My hamburger ass will become what's bigger than a hamburger and also round. I can't think of anything. Hamburger is the biggest thing I could even think of in the entire world right now. But anyway, I owe you my life. Who the fuck are you? I don't know. Dear Sam, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm the guy you brought all that blood for. If you hadn't come through for me, I wouldn't be looking forward to working again. I wouldn't be looking forward to working again. Or writing you now. Or here. Period. I wanted to thank you face to face. Since I didn't know when I might get the chance, I thought I'd write you instead. I need you to know how grateful I am. I owe you my life. I'll never forget that. If you hadn't taken on that order, your next might have been to haul my corpse to the incinerator instead. I'd be ash and corallium in the wind now. Or worse, the BT. You've given me another chance, one I don't intend to waste. Rest assured I'll repay my debt by doing everything I can to help you rebuild America. Like. You say that. That is the last time I'll ever hear of you, isn't it, Mr. fucking Langdon? Oh, wait a minute. That blood delivery. Does it mean the one I did literal decades ago? Or does it mean the one I did quite recently? Was I collecting blood from the mules? I don't really remember. Something like that, right? Once in a long, long while. Low Raw's third album, released in 2017, for which Mr. Kojima provided the following endorsement. It's simple, it's acoustic, it's electronic, it's melodious, it's nostalgic, but completely new. And more than anything else, it's beautiful. Zero, the previous album, is an amazing piece of work. This is where Zero becomes infinity. As of this moment, Low Raw can no longer be considered indie music. And nostalgic but completely new also perfectly sums up the spirit of Death Stranding. I love that Kojima just finds all these things that he absolutely adores. He's like, yeah, I want that in my game. And Sony just let him do it. Creative freedom like that it's so necessary in our industry right now. And I love Sony for giving him that. I don't love Sony for giving it to Neil Druckmann because he clearly didn't fucking deserve it. But it's cool giving these amazing creative minds, when they have earned it, the ability to do whatever the fuck. I know people will be like, oh, The Last of Us 1, man. Of course Neil deserved it. Last of Us 1 he wasn't even the director. He was co-director. It was another guy. I forget his name. He's amazing and he's working on some really cool stuff right now. And I'm so sorry that I can't think of his name right now, but I'm full of allergies. Blame the allergies, not me. All the time. I can maintain that excuse forever. But no, I won't, because I never even want to think about allergies once these finally pass. Antimatter and storage. I think this might be the last thing we can read. Philip North. Distro Center north of Mountain Knot City. 1 year ago. Everything went like clockwork. Wait, what does a meth addict sound like? Everything went like clockwork. We recovered all the antimatter. On the request of maintenance on the magnetic trap. It should be a bit more stable now. I still can't believe those amateurs managed to get their hands on that stuff, though. Apparently they stumbled across it and are researching chiral clouds. I suppose that makes kind of sense. Before the Death Stranding, there was evidence that regular lightning storms could generate antimatter. And chiral ones are surely stranger. Sounds like they were able to capture it only once, though. That's something. Imagine if antimatter was easy to get a hold of. Terrorists would have a field day. Anyway, we got it stored safely now. No one's the wiser. I just hope some goodness comes from all of it. That's all. You know what the alternative is, Lochner? So he's talking to Lochner right now? And what's the alternative to goodness? Badness? Yes, I am aware of the opposite of good. Thank you for assuming that I am completely brain dead. You're not too far off, to be fair, Mr. Phillip. Alright. I really enjoyed that. I love just sitting back, reading, and listening to the incredible soundtrack. We got 11 likes from Mr. Langdon. Why, okay, I hate this one. I hate this. I hate. And we are getting out of here. Purely because I want to see if the game has actually fixed itself. Have you loaded in alright? The truck has certainly loaded in alright. I'm not seeing the bowels of the earth anymore. So, I think that's a pretty good place to leave it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel. And I will see you in the next one. For now, this is Strike signing off. Goodbye!